Itong dalawang stocks na ito, GSMI and ICT, parehong lumipad ang share price. Maganda bang mag-invest sa dalawang companies na ito? And pwede pa bang humabol or overvalued na? Alamin natin yan in today's video. Let's go! If you look at the share price history of GSMI, ang tagal na flat ang share price, mga 20 years. And then, noong 2020, nagising ang sleeping giant. Nag-start tumaas ang share price ng GSMI. From 2020 to 2024, nag-gain ang GSMI ng 600% in just 4 years. Ano ang key driver sa napakagandang share price performance ng GSMI? If we look at the past revenue and earnings of GSMI, solid ang naging performance. Ang 10-year annualized growth rate sa revenue ay 15%. Mataas din ang profit margin. Ang latest profit margin is 11.5%. Sa earnings history, from negative earnings, naging positive ang earnings ng GSMI from 2017. And then, tuloy-tuloy nang nag-grow ang earnings. Mataas ang 5-year earnings and EPS growth rate at 31.3% and 14.9% naman ang 5-year revenue growth rate. As always, gagamitin ko ang PEACE framework na ito na natutunan ko sa Value Investing College sa pag-evaluate ng stock. We want to buy good businesses that are financially strong and profitable based on this framework and then buy them at sensible price. First key metric na i-check natin is profitability. So dito, gagamitin natin ang earnings per share or EPS to check if the company is profitable or not. EPS must be consistently positive and growing. Consistently positive and growing ang EPS ng GSMI over the past 8 years. Hindi affected ng pandemic ang GSMI noong 2020 and 2021. So, maraming umiinom ng alak maski noong pandemic. Alcohol daw kasi panlaban sa virus. Ang 8-year annualized growth rate sa EPS ay 56%. So, very good ang profitability ng GSMI. Next, natitignan natin is inflow of cash. Gusto natin mag-invest sa company with consistently positive operating cash flow. GSMI has consistently positive operating cash flow over the past 8 years. So this shows that GSMI is able to consistently generate cash from its operations. Sa efficiency, titignan natin ang return on equity. Ang conservative target sa ROE ay 15% pataas. Nag-grow ang ROE ng GSMI from 2018, consistently above 15% ang ROE. This shows that GSMI is effectively generating profits from its shareholders' equity. Super conservative din ang GSMI, wala halos utang. GSMI is financially healthy. Nagbibigay din ng dividend ang GSMI. Consistent na nagbigay ng dividend. And nag-start sila sa mababang dividend, around 2% ang dividend yield. And then nag-increase ang dividend from 2021. And quarterly dividend ang GSMI from 2021. Merong regular and merong special dividends ang GSMI. Mataas ang special dividend na ibinibigay nila. Dividend yield is 5.9% with a very low payout ratio of 13%. Here's the performance summary based on the PEACE framework. So pasado lahat ang GSMI sa 4 key metrics na tinignan natin. So ang ganda ng performance ng GSMI. Next na evaluate natin is economic moat. Merong 2 questions to evaluate if a company has a strong and sustainable competitive moat. Number 1, so what are the products and services? GSMI is the maker of the world's largest selling gin, Ginebra San Miguel, and the hard liquor arm of San Miguel Corporation, the largest and most diverse conglomerate in the Philippines. And ito naman ang kanilang mga brands. Can it sustain or grow its business in the next 10 years? Para malaman if a company can sustain or grow in the next 10 years, merong 5 key numbers that we need to check. Based ito sa rule number 1 investing book ni Phil Town. The number should be 10% or greater and should be stable or growing over the past 5 to 10 years if the moat is sustainable. 3 out of 5 is good enough na para sa akin. Basta mataas ang revenue growth and EPS growth above 10%. So mataas ang growth rate ng EPS and revenue ng GSMI. EPS growth rate ay 56%. At ang 10-year revenue growth rate naman ay 15%, kaya pasado sa dalawang big numbers na ito. Sa return on invested capital, target is 10% and above. Mataas ang ROIC ng GSMI, way above the 10% na target starting noong 2019. And recall, dito rin nag-start tumaas ang share price ng GSMI. Consistently growing din ang equity. Ang 8-year equity growth rate is 23%. Ang cash flow ay consistently positive and nag-grow din ang cash flow over the past 8 years. Ang 8-year annualized growth rate is 25%. Ayan ang summary ng Big 5 numbers. Perfect score din ang GSMI sa Big 5 numbers. So based on this, GSMI has a super strong and sustainable competitive mode. Malakas ang GSMI kaya nag to the moon ang share price. So perfect score, napaka-strong ang financial performance in all key metrics na tinignan natin. So nasa 212.2 pesos ang closing price ng GSMI noong June 28, uptrend pa rin ang share price. In terms of valuation, price to earnings ratio is a quick way to see if a stock is undervalued or overvalued. Si Benjamin Graham, author ng The Intelligent Investor, recommends limiting yourself to not more than 15 na PE ratio. So GSMI has a PE ratio of 9.7. Good value pa rin siya compared with Emperador na nasa 36.1 ang PE ratio. Okay, so ito naman ang fair value estimate ng Simply Wall Street. So mataas at 393.88 pesos. I calculated the fair value based on EPS and future growth rate using the rule number 1 sticker price calculator. Ang nakuha kong fair value ay mas mababa at 359 pesos. And ito na lang gagamitin natin para mas conservative. Sa rule number 1 calculator, nakaset sa 50% ang margin of safety. Ideally, with 50% margin of safety, dapat ang buy below price for higher upside potential based sa rule number 1 investing. And sinama ko na rin ang 40% and 30% margin of safety, depende kung gaano ka ka-conservative. Basta ang importante, maglagay ka ng margin of safety. Undervalued pa naman ang GSMI based sa PE ratio and fair value estimate. Kaya lang nasa 52-week high na siya. So for me, I will set my buy price between 40 to 50% margin of safety. So yung range ay nasa 179 to 215 pesos. Next is ICT. Isa rin ito sa mga stocks na lumipad ang share price. Just like GSMI, matagal ding flat ang share price ng ICT. And then, noong 2010, nag-start tumaas ang share price. And nag-gain ng 1,470% since 2010. Kaya kung nag-invest ka ng 10,000 pesos sa ICT noong 2010 and hinold mo until now, yung 10K mo ay nasa 1.47 million pesos na, plus dividends pa. Consistently growing din ang revenue ng ICT over the past 10 years. Ang 10-year annualized growth rate is 10%. Mataas din ang profit margin, nasa 20.2%. EPS has grown over the past 8 years. Affected ng pandemic ang ICT, pero nakabawi naman agad noong 2021. Ang 8-year annualized growth rate sa EPS ay 19%. Consistently positive and growing ang operating cash flow ng ICT. ICT is able to consistently generate cash from its operations. ROE is high, kaya lang ang sabi dito sa Simply Wall Street, skewed daw ang ROE due to high level of debt ng ICT. Based sa debt-to-equity history, tumaas ang DE ratio ng ICT noong 2021. Nag-more than 100% na. Kaya dito sa historical data ng ROE, skewed ang ROE from 2021 due to high level of debt. Pero historical ROE from 2016 to 2020 ay mataas, higher than industry's average of 8%. Mataas ang utang ng ICT at 182.9% DE ratio. Mali yung currency ng Simply Wall Street dito. So, Philippine peso dapat ito. Malakas sila sa capital expenditure or CapEx kasi kailangan nila i-maintain and i-upgrade ang kanilang mga assets. The optimal DE ratio varies by industry. However, it should not be above 200%. So below 200% pa naman ang DE ratio ng ICT, so it's still acceptable. Ang interest coverage ratio naman ay 4.5. So hindi ganun kataas but it's still acceptable. Here's the performance summary of ICT. So pasado rin sa 4 key metrics. Okay pa naman ang DE ratio ng ICT below 200%. So, depende kasi ito sa industry, kaya nilagay ko, check pa rin siya dito. And then next, evaluate naman natin ang economic mode. What are the products and services? ICT is the world's largest independent terminal operator across 6 continents. ICT operates 32 terminals in 19 countries across the globe, employing more than 11,000 people. And meron silang terminals sa Philippines, Asia Pacific, Europe, Middle East and Africa, and the Americas. Can it sustain or grow its business in the next 10 years? Titignan din natin ang Big Five numbers para malaman kung meron siyang strong and sustainable competitive moat. Mataas ang EPS, ang revenue growth rates ng ICT, kaya pasado siya dito sa 2 big numbers. Yung return on invested capital nila tumaas noong 2021, consistently above 10% since 2021. Kung titignan natin ang share price ng ICT from 2021, dito na rin nag-start tumaas ang share price. Hindi lang masyadong nag-grow ang book value per share ng ICT. Consistently positive and growing ang free cash flow ng ICT. Ang 8-year annualized growth rate ay 45%. 4 out of 5 sa Big 5 numbers ang ICT, so very good din ang ICT. ICT has a strong and sustainable competitive moat. Consistent na nagbibigay ng dividend and meron din silang regular and special dividends. Growing ang dividend payments ng ICT over the past years. Ang dividend yield ay nasa 3.3% with 63% payout ratio. Here's the performance summary of ICT. Malakas din ang ICT, parang GSMI. ICT has a strong financial performance with a strong and sustainable competitive moat. Ito naman ang future growth forecast ng mga analysts sa ICT. ICT is forecasted to grow 17.5% per annum sa EPS and 6.8% per annum naman sa revenue. ICT is overvalued based on its PE ratio, mataas at 22.6 versus its peers. So ito ang fair value estimate. So yung Call Financial is 221 pesos at ang Simply Wall Street ay 259.86 pesos. Kukunin na lang natin yung average. So nasa 240.43 ang average na fair value. Buy below price with 30% margin of safety is 168.3 pesos. ICT is overvalued. Parehong wonderful businesses ang GSMI and ICT. So napakalakas ng kanilang financial performance. GSMI is undervalued pa rin, pero ang ICT is overvalued na. I hope you found this video helpful. I'll see you next time.